What if I told you that in the quiet corners of the world, 3 terrifying murders remain unsolved? Not because there weren't clues, but because the twists were too bizarre to believe? In today's video, we dive into 3 unsolved murder cases that left even seasoned detectives speechless. Get ready, because one of these cases might still be connected to a killer walking free today. Case 1. The Alphabet Murders. In the early 1970s, Rochester, New York was rocked by a chilling pattern. 3 young girls were murdered in eerily similar ways, and their names held a disturbing clue. Carmen Colón, Wanda Walkowicz, and Maenza. All had matching initials in both their first and last names. Even more shocking, each was found dead in a town matching the first letter of their name. Carmen Colón in Churchville, Wanda Walkowicz in Webster, Maenza in Macedon. All were young, vulnerable, and disappeared under similar circumstances. Police believed a serial killer was targeting girls using this twisted pattern. But despite widespread media coverage, FBI involvement, and years of investigation, no suspect was ever charged. Over time, theories emerged. A disgruntled bus driver, a convicted child abuser, even a priest, but nothing stuck. One suspect, Dennis Termini, matched the vehicle seen near one crime scene and committed suicide shortly after Michelle's murder. But DNA tests didn't match, so the case still lingers. Eerie, patterned, and deeply disturbing. Was it random, or was it ritualistic? Case 2, Kate Bushell, the Devon disappearance, 2:45 to 5:15, November 15, 1997. A quiet evening in Exeter, England. 14-year-old Kate Bushell tells her parents she's taking the family dog for a walk. She never returns. Her body is discovered less than a mile from home, throat slit in a surgical fashion. There was no evidence of sexual assault, no robbery, no struggle, just silence and blood. Witnesses recall seeing a man jogging away from the area moments before her body was found. Sketches were released, leads poured in, but they led nowhere. Years passed, then something strange. Another local woman, Lynn Bryant, was murdered in a strikingly similar way just a year later, also in a remote lane, also with her throat cut. Were they connected? Despite millions spent on DNA analysis, appeals, and digital enhancements, no suspect has ever been charged. It remains one of the most haunting cold cases in UK history, and the killer may still be living in the same neighborhood. Case 3, the Cheesewire murder of George Murdoch, 5:15 to 7:15, September 29, 1983. Aberdeen, Scotland. Taxi driver George Murdoch, 58 years old, radios dispatch for help. Seconds later, he's dragged from his cab and strangled to death using a cheese wire. The brutality shocked the community. Witnesses saw a suspect flee, slim, around 20 years old, wearing a denim jacket. But that was it. Over the years, thousands were questioned. A psychic was even brought in, but nothing solid surfaced. Then in 2023, nearly 40 years later, a DNA profile was extracted from a fragment of evidence. Investigators now refer to the suspect as Male Z. His identity, still unknown, but the police believe they're closer than ever. A new suspect, described by witnesses at the time as a young Caribbean male, may finally be identified through familial DNA tracing. This case could soon break wide open, and yet as of today, justice remains just out of reach. Outro, 7:15 to 8. So there you have it. 3 murder cases that stunned communities, baffled law enforcement, and remain unsolved to this day. What do you think really happened? Which case left you most unsettled? Let us know in the comments. Your theory might just crack the code. And if you want more haunting mysteries, true crime breakdowns, and dark stories that demand answers, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and we'll see you in the next one.